Hi, my name is Janet Wright, and this is my second grounding video. So I would suggest that you work on the first grounding video that I did for a little bit, try it a few times, do a few grounding meditations on your own before you move on to this video, which is the second video about grounding from a psychic perspective. So for starters, in this video, I want to show you a very simple drawing of your space, or a person's space. So here we go. It's a dry erase board, and I've drawn, this is your physical body, and this is your aura, which is the energy field around your physical body. And you are constantly creating this aura because your energy centers, all your major chakras, are along your spine. So your first chakra is right at the base of your spine, and then second chakra, third chakra, fourth chakra, which is your heart chakra, fifth chakra is in your throat, your sixth chakra is behind your forehead, and your seventh chakra is in your head, in the top of your head. So anyway, all these energy centers, the energy spins around, that goes in the chakra spins, the chakra generates even more energy, and that becomes a layer of your aura. So I drew it as a big bubble, but really there are 7 layers to this bubble, but let's keep it simple for starters. So anyway, you have this big force field all around you, and this is your grounding, which I drew it in 2 colors, but it really doesn't matter. You can visualize it and create it in whatever rainbow color you want. You could even use, you could create a gold grounding, but I think, or a brown grounding, but I think for most people, just, try different rainbow colors just to see which one feels best. And at a different time of day, different day, one color might feel better than another color. And so just experiment, see what it feels like. And again, if that doesn't make sense to you, do the first grounding video and it'll make sense. But as you see here, the grounding is wide enough so that it grounds your aura, and it also grounds your first chakra, which is at the base of your spine. So it allows you to release any energy blocks and let go of other people's energy that may have gotten into your space either 20 years ago or 5 minutes ago. And you don't have to overthink grounding, like you don't have to analyze each and every little bit of energy that's being released down it. You could just keep it simple and just imagine that it is releasing any energy that you need to release and that you're ready to release. Okay? And I have another visual aid that I wanted to use. This is an acupuncture doll, and it's used by students who study Chinese medicine because they have to learn all the acupuncture points on the human body. But anyway, I digress. So this I just am using to show you that your aura is 3D. Like your aura is literally behind you and above you, in front of you, and to your left and right hand side. Okay? So when you're visualizing your grounding is behind you because it's grounding the back of your aura, and your grounding is also to your left hand side, your right hand side, and all the way beneath you. Far down beneath you. Okay, so what do energy blocks look like? This I would just explain to you in a really super simple way, and if it confuses you, forget I ever talked about it. But some of you might be interested, so I'll go into it. Let's say that this little hair scrunchie is a representation of an energy block. Okay? It's a pretty massive one relative to this person. Okay? So let's say, we'll keep it humorous. Let's say, her neighbor doesn't like her because she doesn't pick up her dog poop. Okay? So her neighbor threw this piece of energy into her aura this morning. You're a really inconsiderate pig. Okay, so she has this big piece of energy right here in her aura from her angry neighbor. So if she were to do a grounding meditation, she would create a nice big strong grounding cord, and whoop, that piece of energy from her neighbor would be carried down her grounding all the way down to the center of the earth, and then that energy would be neutralized. It would no longer have judgment, it would no longer have punishment, and it would just go back in its neutral form to her neighbor. And then her aura would be healthier again, and it would help her in her day. She would probably feel more positive after she released that, angry, insulting energy block from her space. So another example, let's say something else funny. Let's say this person has, that's something very common. Let's say this person either has a very opinionated parent, or their spouse has an opinionated parent. Okay? And so let's say that parent really means well, but they think that person should have maybe been a lawyer, or should have studied accounting, or should maybe have children, and then they haven't had kids yet. Okay, so we'll imagine the parent's advice sitting in that person's aura. Okay, and that person may actually want to be a lawyer or want to have a lot of kids, but their parents' energy on that topic is an energy block in their space. Okay, it's not going to help this person to create what she or he wants in her life. In this case, she. So once again, if she creates a very strong grounding with a nice downward flow, then whoop, that energy block can just flow downward and she can let go of it. And that way she's free to create her own life. And she probably will feel more creative inspiration. She might have more clarity about what career she does want. So anyway, just an example. And these energy blocks can also exist in your grounding. So you can just imagine when you're looking at your grounding, you can just imagine that you're washing out any energy blocks. So you might have an energy block that looks like a scrunchie. Or you may have an energy block that looks like a brick or a rock, or just a big ball of energy that you just don't feel good about, so it's probably not yours. And so the idea is just clean it out. You can visualize your own grounding, you can visualize your own aura, and just like in this drawing, your grounding can help you to release any energy that is not yours, any energy that you're ready to release anywhere in your space, whether it's in an energy center or it's in your aura. So I hope that helped. And again, don't worry if when you visualize your own energy blocks and your own grounding, it doesn't look like this. This is just one possible way that it can look. So feel free to experiment on your own, and go ahead and, you could even just, if you don't like visualizing, you can use your intention and your thought and walk yourself through with your intention. I am now releasing energy blocks. I am now creating my grounding. I am now using my grounding to release energy blocks. Okay, so I hope that helped.